Danielle just fading on the inside as Coelho in the green of Portugal starts to come through. And now Bentdahl Inga Bolton left it oh so very late. 44.89 seconds. Well.
But just to put that run from Margaret Adeoye in the first heat in context, 52.07, her quickest time after her personal best back in 2013 of 51.93. But here, this is one of the stronger lineups in these championships. You've got Grenot in 4, Floria Gay in 5, Mikhaliuk, the Russian, in lane 6, who's been running very well. So there are 3 really to look out for. Justina Swieti of Poland as well, and Spelmeyer in lanes 2 and 3 in the inside, but in particular look out for Floria Gay in lane 5, who is the quickest woman in Europe this year, but outside her Mikhaliuk, who has made great strides, great progress this season. Has only run once in a recognised meeting. That was a personal best, big personal best in Moscow a couple of weeks ago, and she goes there in lane 6 and moving along comfortably at the moment. Floria Gay in the lane inside, and she's made some progress, but Libinia Grenot as well, the European champion in Zurich last year, moving strongly in lane 4. It's these 3 at the moment, but also Bocchesa in lane 7 moving well. But it's the Italian Grenot with Floria Gay of France, and then Mikhaliuk being left a little bit at the moment, but she's finishing strongly, the Russian. She's coming through, and the crowd responding to this. Mikhaliuk hunting down Grenot and Gay, and Grenot is fading. It's Floria Gay, and it's the Russian. Mikhaliuk can't quite get there. Floria Gay takes it, and the time 51.56. So those 3 may be inside the time of Margaret Adeoye, but again puts in context the quality of the run of Margaret Adeoye, but pretty impressive run from Floria Gay.
Jared Dunn, who's been given the chance to represent Great Britain here. Jared in lane 5, Butrim of Ukraine, Linik of Belarus, and the man who won this race last year in lane 4, perhaps the big danger here, Mame Ibra Anne from France. 45.28, 45.22, just 600ths seasons separate these two in terms of season's best. So Jared Dunn in 5, Anne in 4. Away they go then, and Jared Dunn really has no choice but to make sure he gets out hard here, and indeed through the first 100 metres he's taken out a couple of yards on the Frenchman. He just needs to be careful not to overdo this first 200. Yes, you need to attack it and get yourself in a good position, but you've got to judge the race well, particularly given these conditions. So Anne, who we know can finish quickly, has got some work to do to run down Jared Dunn, who's run a very good first 250. Now he needs to finish this off here. Coming into home straight with a huge lead on the outside. Linic of Belarus just hanging on to second, but here comes the Frenchman. Can he run that sort of gap down? He's still finishing very, very strongly, but Jared Dunn is lasting this out for Great Britain. Will he get to the line and maximum points? I think he'll make it. Jared Dunn gets the win. 45.10. That is a new personal best, and that's why he's clapping his hands. A brilliant run from him.
Well,
on your mark.
Zemliuk, the only woman in Europe this year under 51 seconds. Gold and blue national colours in her hair ribbons. So from the inside as they settle down, it's Iheke, Great Britain, Northern Ireland, Chigbolo, Italy, Muller, Germany, Vasilou, Greece, Zemliuk, Ukraine, Sananes, France, Divit, Netherlands, and Baumgart, Poland.
Set.
Well, Zemliuk out very quickly, already closing down on Sananes. Also having a good run at this stage, Laura Muller in lane 3. But it's Zemliuk chasing Sananes. Muller striding away there, has overtaken Vasilou on her outside. Sananes responding to the threat on the inside, but Zemliuk has almost made up the stagger as they come into the home straight. It's a clear lead for Zemliuk. Sananes hanging on, Laura Muller also doing well. So it's Ukraine, France, Germany at this stage. Muller starting to close down on Zemliuk, but Zemliuk responds. Sanane is just drifting away. De Wit coming through very, very strongly. Oh, what a surprise there. De Wit coming through on the outside. Pips Zemliuk. Now I just wonder whether Zemliuk just eased down far too early there. De Wit came home like a train over that last 70 metres. So from the inside, it's Treffs from Germany, Bucharin from Ukraine, Ari from Italy, Amelko, Poland, Cowan, Great Britain, Northern Ireland, Etienne, France, Garcia, Spain, and Bonavacia, the Netherlands. Well, both Cowan and Amelko are away very quickly around the first bend as they go through 100 metres. Cowan making up a lot of ground on Etienne on his outside. Rather ragged runner Cowan, coming into the sport quite late. Well, at the halfway point, it's looking as though it is Cowan who's actually storming away here. He's overtaken Etienne. The four men on his inside have got a long way to long distance makeup. Having a good run in lane 7 is Garcia, the Spaniard. Now Amelko starting a late charge, eating up the ground on Cowan. Amelko is trying hard, but on the outside also Bonavacia coming through. Well, crossing the line, it's the Netherlands, Great Britain and Northern Ireland and Poland. Vamos!
From the inside out, Olko Great Britain, Jelmer Sweden, Sanane France, Swiatek Ercetic Poland, Sprunger Switzerland, Chigbolu Italy, Vondrova Czech Republic and Klimyuk Ukraine. Swiatek Ercetic with a very good finish, so might not be the one first out the blocks. As Sprunger looks very good, has already made up some of the stagger. Also looking good is the Czech Vondrova in lane 8. Sprunger with a very long stride, has made up some way on the Italian. Chigbolu looking good, but Swiatek Ercetic coming strongly on the inside in lane 5 there. Very good running from the pole indeed. We can already see the crowd around us getting up on her feet, and Swiatek Ercetic really not waiting around as she leads this field onto the home straight. Chigbolu in second coming through, Sprunger with her long stride coming through there, but no doubt about who is winning this race there is it's Justyna Swiatek Ercetic taking the win for Poland, Lea Sprunger in second, and I think Chigbolu might have held on there for third. 51-24 for Swiatek Ercetic. Gets a hug. Looking at the full lineup again from the inside out. Schneider in lane 2, then a gap in lane 3. Ray for Italy in 4, Cowan in 5 for Great Britain and Northern Ireland, Hustilos, Spain, Sadie, France, Danilenko, Ukraine, and Amelko, Poland.
Set.
And they're off. Ray looking good there, and the Frenchman on the outside. Sadie looking very good indeed. Hustilos as well. Cowan coming through, but Sadie's already made up the stagger on the Ukrainian. On his inside, Hustilos of Spain also looking good. Cowan making up some very good headway. On the outside, Amelko is one to look out for because he has a very good finish, but they're coming on the home straight together now. Dwayne Cowan of Great Britain and Northern Ireland leading the field. Alongside him, the Italian Davide Ray looking very strong indeed. Really good form there from the Italian. As I said, already better the Italian record twice, and he's striding away from the field there, the Italian. Fantastic race from the former downhill skier. 54-37 for the Italian, and he will be very pleased with that win indeed.
Vitaly Kazmarek building a bit of a reputation as a fast finisher. grabbing European under-23 gold right at the death and doing a similar thing in the 4x4 relay. Yasmin Liverpool was part of that squad for Great Britain, but now she gets her individual opportunity, having run 51.73 here. How she'd love to assert Olympic ambitions, and it's the same for many of these women in this field. Kaz Marek then perhaps leading something down the home straight. She's in front at the moment. Schwab looking strong, as is Azevedo in the green of Portugal. And Kaz Marek once again finishing quickly away from Bokesa, who's finishing fast in second place. Clear daylight victory for Poland, 51.38. So it was comfortable in the end for Natalia Kazmarek.
Well, it's Hordier and Schlegel on the outside two lanes who are starting very quickly at this stage. Schlegel really pouring it on over the first half of the race. Hordier hanging on with him. Chalmers also having a very good run at this stage in the race. Ray at the moment a little bit of a way back as they come in. 100 metres to go as they're coming into the turn. Chalmers has ran an excellent race. Now Ray is starting to come through. He's timed his race to perfection, but Hordier is pouring it on over this final 30 metres. Hordier, the Frenchman, is pulling away from the rest. And it's 7 points and victory to Thomas Hordier of France. So from the inside, Petsilkova of Czech Republic, Muller, Germany, Mangione of Italy, Pippi, Great Britain, Northern Ireland, Ball, the Netherlands, Kazmarek, Poland, Bolingo, Belgium on the outside, Azevedo of Portugal. Keep this time in your mind, the championship record 50.37, which Femke Bol has held since 2021.
So Kazmarek of Poland in 7. The European silver medal.
Well, Bolongo has started very strongly indeed. Also running well at this stage, Amma Pippi.
Down the back straight, keep an eye
just
on
inside Femke Bol, but Femke Bol has the talent to keep driving all the way to the line as the rest tire. Kazmarek now ran a very good back straight. Kazmarek loves this track. Ran a personal best there just 2 weeks ago, and now it's Kazmarek and Bolingo still on the outside running well, but Bol has swept around the curve and moved into the lead almost effortlessly. Now Bol starting to pick up. She's still accelerating as the others tire. Kazmarek trying to chase her down, but it's in vain because it's going to be Femke Bol and a championship record unofficially 49.82. Another accolade to the outstanding Dutchwoman. The reigning European Athletes of the Year once again flies home and takes the first place for the Netherlands.
This could be the perfect time to produce an excellent performance on that journey. Kanyal, Borle, Sanders, Bonavacia, Haydock, Wilson, Coelho, Ingebrigtsen and Sorn. Going off nicely right on the inside, Kanyal of Spain. To come past Dylan Borle as we see Bonavacia in the orange and blue of the Netherlands, always with the shades on. Next, Haydock Wilson, one of the fastest in the UK this year, really establishing himself as a senior talent, who will emerge down this home straight. Bonavacia with Kanyal just fading on the inside as Coelho in the green of Portugal starts to come through, and now Bentdal Ingebrigtsen left it oh so very late. 44.89 seconds. Wow, another 400-metre championship record goes here. A 10th faster than Jonathan Borlée all the way back in 2010. What an impressive breakthrough for this young Norwegian. It was on home soil in Oslo, 44.86, and he has produced that sort of form once again here in Poland.